One of my favorite pages is Gays Against Groomers. Incredible page run by obviously gay and lesbian people, but they've come out against Pride Month. And a lot of gay people are now saying this has been over corporatized, shoved down our throats, and it's making us look bad. This is not what we wanted, because now, it's not only LGB, but you have the T, you have the Q, you have the IA, and you have the plus, and now you have the 2S. The tide is starting to change. People are starting to get tired of this Pride Month. People are starting to get over it. And I don't know if you guys feel the same way or if you've seen the same thing, but I'd love to get your thoughts on it.
Listen, at the end of the day, I don't care if you're gay, lesbian, trans, whatever, but this insane amount of attention, you shoving this down our throats, down kids' throats even, is what people have a problem with at the end of the day, right? I don't care about your personal whatever. When you're trying to shove this down our society like you're doing, that's when I get pissed off. And I think that this month reminds everybody of how annoying it is to pander to the 1%, 2%, whatever it is. One of my favorite things is watching Target lose insane amount of revenue for making tuck-friendly clothes for this month. I love watching Bud Light make stupid decisions and partner up with Dylan Mulvaney and put their face on there for Pride Month, because this month actually exposes the hypocrisy that a lot of businesses that say, oh, I stay out of politics. No, you don't. If you pander during Pride Month, you are literally part of the political chaos that we're seeing and whatnot. So honestly, my favorite month and my pride is the fact that I'm American. So hell yeah.
We know what Drag Queen Story Hour is meant to do. It's meant to read children into filth. They say it themselves. It's meant to confuse children and make them live queerly, because they hate heteronormativity. And there was this demon-dressed drag queen that was giving a speech. I want you to watch and listen when they actually say what they really mean for once, and not hide behind this esoteric language.
I won't change your little town. Your own children will. Your children will see us. Your children will love us. And your children will join us.
What in the gay hell is that?
It's crazy to me how they don't even hide the fact that they want to come for your kids. We would always say that they're coming for your kids, they're coming for your kids, and everybody be like, oh, no, they're not. But now, literally this month right here is when you literally see this stuff, and I hope we don't get kicked out of anywhere, but you literally see during these festivals and parades, naked 67-year-old dudes walking around with their whole thing out there and kids. Parents bring kids to these events, and it's crazy that they're doing this. It's crazy that people feel free enough to walk around naked in front of kids, and it's even crazier that the parents bring the kids to these events.
That's such a weird thing to think about, is they have manipulated and used a propaganda tool of calling everybody a bigot if you don't like them, to make you just feel normal about talking to children and just always having this conversation about sexual promiscuity, when in reality, if you're talking to anybody that's that young about their personal sexuality, or if they want to mutilate yourself, then you should be locked in jail for the rest of your life.
If you're talking to a kid about sex, you should, number one, get punched in the mouth so hard that your teeth fall out, so that next time you're going to talk to a kid, you might think twice. That's where men come into play. And if you have a bunch of soy boys around, they're going to let these idiots do whatever they want to do. The second thing is, we all make fun of gay people, but we make fun of every single body, because no one is above the law, as our esteemed President Joe Biden likes to say, other than his son Hunter Biden, which I got shadow banned for posting his laptop pictures. But anyway, you have to be able to have people crack jokes at you, right? If you're fat, you want someone to be like, dude, you're kind of fat. Not like, hey, you look great, because you're actually unhealthy, right? If you're a fat drag queen who's trying to sexualize children, you need someone to give you a little pop in the mouth and say, hey, you're a fat dude, you need to stop eating sugar and sexualizing children. Maybe you wouldn't be so crazy and weird, and if you stop eating so much damn sugar and taking all those pills that you're taking. So you need people to say, hey, this is what you're doing wrong. You're kind of stupid. You should stop. But if no one tells you that, then you will never know. And I'm very curious to see, and I know it's day number 3 of June and Pride Month. I haven't been to Target. I haven't been to any of these places. I'm curious to see what kind of corporate push there is from this year compared to last year, because I don't know. I feel like last year was the climax of Pride Month. You even have Gays Against Groomers who are like, nah, we don't want to do that anymore. So to me, it's a shrinking holiday, or whatever they call it now, which I think is a good thing for the country.
You're absolutely right. And you're so right. And the way that I know you're right is because Target has been drastically decreasing the amount that they're advertising any of their Pride stuff. I do believe that they still have it, but there's not nearly as much an advertisement. I think they're even select stores actually offer the Pride stuff. And don't quote me on that one, but what you can quote me on is if you go look at Bud Light's Twitter, there is not a single, their logo is not changed to Pride. Really? There's not a single post about Pride on at least their American one. People are, everything that they're posting about there June 1st is all about the UFC fight. Why?
Whoa, they posted Dustin Poirier.
Yeah.
Is it the man, the myth, the diamond? Wow. It's all Dustin Poirier.
Yep.
This is great. There is not one post about
Exactly.
Pride Month on
That's my
Bud
point.
Light.
That's
obviously Bud Light learned its lesson, and I don't know about Target, but I think Target tucked around and found out. So I think that they really found out here.